Welcome everyone for the Monday evening meditation and the discussion. So let us begin with our 5 precepts and the chanting that we do, and then we will do our guided meditation. After that, we will have a discussion on Ugga, one of the remarkable persons that we find in the Tripitaka. Let's put your palms together and join me in taking the 5 precepts. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinnadana viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kamesu miccācara viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musavada viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Suramire majjapama dattana viramani Sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Time for meditation. You may now close your eyes. Prepare yourself for a guided meditation, spending some quiet time in your mind, allowing your brain and the nervous system to cool down by making your mind free from thoughts as much as possible. Just imagine that there are many trees and many birds land on these trees and also even eat the fruits of the trees, but the tree does not react. The tree does not throw them away. Just like that, there have been many past incidents that there will be many future incidents. You become a tree right now without having to respond to any person, anybody that says your tree has bitter or tasty, sweet fruits. So you just stay like a tree without reacting in equanimity. To become a tree, pay attention to your breath, the wind that is flowing. So you go with that air. Take a deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in and release. If you feel calmer each time, continue on breathing in with mindfulness and breathing out with mindfulness. Imagine your body and mind being very quiet and calm. Mindfully you breathe in, mindfully you breathe out. Taking a long breath, you know you are taking a long breath. Whether you are inhaling or exhaling, you know as they happen. Notice your eyes now resting, and so is your body. See where your breath is at now. Sometimes you can stay focused on the whole body of breath. This does not involve the physical body, but only the breath body as they happen. You may now switch to loving kindness or remain in your focus as you wish. Using the Metta Sutta, I'm going to guide you through some steps of radiating loving kindness to all beings. Whatever beings there may be, whether they are short, long, medium, in all sizes, frightened or insecurity, omitting none, no beings excluded. Seen and unseen, near and far away. Just the universal love with no expectations, no, not wanting to change anything, those beings who are born and to be born in eggs and other situations, shells and wombs, nets and other closed spaces, evolving slowly in every moment. Sabbe satta, all beings, bhavantu sukhitatta, be well and happy, be at ease, security and peace. Not disregarding any, not putting anyone down, not humiliating anyone, anywhere whatsoever, any place, with no enmity, without wishing any harm on any being. Mother protecting her own child much more than protecting other children. You become mother-minded. Look at all the beings like your child, giving food, shelter, security, and non-judgmental care. Endlessly giving metta, universal love, karuna, compassion, mudita, joy, being happy for them, upekha, equanimity. No anger, no enmity, cultivating this kind of mindset for all beings, excluding none. Any being that chose to live above, below, across, in every direction, averang, no hatred, asapattang, no enemies. Now you walk or sit down or lying down or standing in one place. You have this kind of universal friendship developed. As long as you are awake, you are bringing attention to universal friendship, no strings attached, expecting nothing from anyone whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever is expected. So freeing, so liberating, not attached to sensual desires toward any being. This is Brahma Vihara, sublime way of living. your vision become clear, that you can purify your mind to a better, developed, calmer, infinite space like this, infinitely connected to all beings with pure intention, that you find security within you with this kind of awareness, practice, and continuity and consistency. That you find no interest in any person in a particular way. In that way, you become liberated from sensual involvement with the world, infinitely connected with metta, softening your mind to karuna, feeling joy like mudita, and remaining in equanimity in upekha, metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, universal love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Expressing love in every little way without expectations. Becoming a tree that does not react to what birds say or do. Cultivating wholesome thoughts, kusala thoughts in your mind. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. Sorry about any distractions that you may have you heard. I was experiencing a noises upstairs, so I had to bring everything downstairs during the meditation. To give you all the quiet time, it's still not so quiet, but fine for a meditation. So today we went to this area called London. That's about 2 hours drive from here. And on our way back, and we went there to deliver some food items to someone who needed them. And then on our way back, we stopped at this one place where there was a bad accident, and that was like 3 days ago in midnight when it was raining. A Cadillac perhaps was speeding, and it crashed with an SUV in Milton area, and that killed father, mother, and daughter in the SUV, and the man who was driving the Cadillac is hospitalized. So we don't know who went past the red light, who was speeding, because one party is no more. They were screaming for help, and finally they succumbed to their injuries, unfortunately, and they were Sri Lankan Canadians. So we went to that place where they had the accident, and we prayed a little bit. And the funeral will happen this coming Sunday. So the reason for me to share that with you all is that life is like that. You, in any moment, you leave everything that you know and say goodbye in such mysterious ways. And they also went. They were attending a funeral and going home in that night when that happened. All right, so today we are discussing about Ugga, a remarkable person that we meet in the Buddhist literature. Ugga is a Gahapati. Gahapati means a householder. So he lived in an area called Hatthigama in the Vajji country, a popular uh, area in Buddhist culture, popular place, because of their strong unity they displayed, and that they were undefeatable. So Vajjins were popular. Um, and among householders, he was declared by the Buddha to be the best of those who attended the monks. So Sangha he was the best among those who attended monks. On his father's death, he became a setthi, a banker. That is a post given by the king. So he inherited the wealth of his father. Once, when the Buddha went to Hatthigama during a tour, the Buddha was staying in Nagavanuyyana, the park called Nagavana, and Ugga had entered the same park for pleasure with dancers, so he was having a party there, and he was drinking. So he had a feast for 7 days, but at the sight of the Buddha, he was so seized with great shame, and his intoxication vanished. His sura vanished. He was so drunk, but it vanished just after seeing the Buddha. So the Buddha gave him a teaching, and he became an anagami. His mind was so purified that he became a non-returner, that he did not find any sensual pleasures meaningful. Then he dismissed all the dancers and devoted himself to looking after the monks. And time to time, divine beings visited him at night and told him that some monks are so special, and told uh, Ugga to give special care to some monks who had higher attainments. But Ugga was not a person who would discriminate like that. He would care the same way for all the monks, regardless of their attainments. This is like spiritual materialism, and that he did not support that. Whoever was there, he looked after them very dearly. This is a very nice sign that all the other monks also feel motivated so that they also achieve some special attainments by seeing his uh, impartial treatment. The Buddha once stated that Ugga had possessed 8 special wonderful qualities. When this statement was made, one of the monks wanted to know what these qualities were, and he decided to go see Ugga and asked him what these qualities were. Ugga said, I don't know what the Buddha had in mind as 8 qualities that he appreciated in me, but I can share some of the wonderful things about me. This is him talking about himself being an anagami, but these are the qualities he had. As soon as he saw the Buddha, his state of drunkenness vanished and he made obeisance to the Buddha, obeisance to the Buddha. He obeyed to the Buddha. And the Buddha then talked to him in various topics such as giving dana, being generous, and coming to good conduct, purity of his conduct, sila, and how mind can go to heavenly states, mind can touch heavenly states. So these he understood, and he became sober. This was a quality he had. Number 2, when the Buddha saw that Ugga's mind was ready, the Buddha preached him the noble truths about how things arise and pass away in mind, and he understood and realized them. This helped him to stay on top of everything. In that, I meant that he was able to go above and beyond the defiled states of mind. And the third wonderful quality was that he had 4 young and beautiful wives because he was wealthy. When he took the vow of celibacy in front of the Buddha, a brahmacharya conduct. Brahmacharya is the vow of celibacy, that he would abstain from all sexual engagements. He called all these 4 wives, the young wives, and gave ample provision for them, and even asked, if you guys like to go live with your families or parents, feel free to do so. If you like to stay here, feel free to do so. If you want to go with another man, tell me, I will be happy to and surprisingly, one of the eldest among the men said, I like so and so person, some interest in somebody. And immediately Ugga called that person and brought a little uh, a little thing to pour water by uniting these two, like they do in Asian weddings, just pouring water to both people as they are I think they do it in Western weddings too. I'm not sure. Just pouring water so that they are united by blessing wholeheartedly that you stay united. So he was able to do that and provided them with anything they wanted without having any jealousy. And then he began sharing all his wealth with those who wanted them, like those who had good conduct. He would like, distribute his wealth. Um, and then when he went to talk to monks, he was always prepared. He would go prepared, and he was attending to them wholeheartedly. And he even listened to monks earnestly. And when no monks gave any talks, he would teach them because of his attainment and understanding. He was, beginning to teach the monks. So he was an exemplary person. So he himself became a teacher to many monks. So these are the qualities he had. This is found in Anguttara Nikaya. Let me share the screen so you see. If you go to numbered discourses and then you go to the book of eights, because these are 8 qualities, and in the first 50 there is a chapter called householders, about householders, and you find 8:22 this teaching. So you see the first one is Bante. I was carousing in Naga Grove when I first saw the Blessed One. In the distance, as soon as I saw him, my mind acquired confidence in him, and my drunkenness vanished. Then, with confidence in mind, I attended on the Blessed One. He gave me a progressive discourse, first about giving, then about virtuous conduct, then about heavenly realms. Then I took refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, undertook the training rules with celibacy as the fifth. That was his priority. Then I had 4 young wives. I went to them, gave them away, gave them freedom, and I had no jealousy toward them. Number 4, my family is wealthy, but the wealth is shared unreservedly with virtuous people of good character. This is a wonderful quality that he admired, that he had. And then whenever I went to monks, I attend to them respectfully, not without respect. Even when monks were not teaching me, I would teach them. Then number 6, sometimes heavenly beings say so and so monks have special qualities, but my mind was equally supporting all the monks. Number 7, oh no, number 6, it says, it isn't unusual that when the Sangha has been invited by me for a meal, deities come and report to me that householder so and so monks, how so and so monks are to be treated with more respect. This monk is liberated with wisdom. That monk is a different, like Kayasakhi, body witness, that they have. This is a special term they use, body witness, that we may need to dig on what that really means. It doesn't come to my mind right away. That some monk is attained to view, ditti. That one is liberated by faith. That one is a Dhamma follower, and all these different qualities. In his mind, he did not recall thinking, let me give this monk a little bit food and a little more to the other monk. He was impartially supporting. And number 7 is that it isn't unusual for deities to come and report to me that Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, because he knows that. Um, and then he says that there is no pride in him because heavenly beings came and communicated with him. Number 8, if I were to pass away before the Blessed One, it wouldn't be surprising if the Blessed One would declare of me that there is no fetter bound by which the householder Ugga of Hatthigama might return to this world. That no fetter, he is not held by any lower fetters such as self-view, doubt, attachment to rites and rituals, thinking that this will liberate him, that his sensual pleasure, kama raga, was less, and also aversion was. His sensual pleasure vanished actually, and also because of that, there was no attachment to anger in him, that he's always present when somebody is coming to talk, that kind of a person. So these are the 8 wonderful qualities that this monk learned, and he went to the Buddha and said that these are the qualities that Ugga mentioned, and the Buddha approved of them. And that is the end of that discourse. Any questions before I finish? Okay, let's transfer merits. May the suffering ones be suffering free, fear struck fearless be, may the grieving shed all grief, may all beings find relief, may Devas and Nagas protect us all and the Sasana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May good things happen to you all. May the triple gem bless you. See you another time.
Everyone Sarnai.
Everyone
Everyone Sarnai, Auntie.
Everyone Saranai Swami
Everyone
Lord.
Sarnai.
Everyone Saranai.